Recording.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our new coach call, coach business training, or starting off right as a coach, whatever you want to call it. I am Sharon Pastor, and I'm going to be leading you guys through this call today. It is going to be hopefully less than an hour. I do like to chat, and I do want to make sure you guys are started off on the right foot. So without further ado, I am just going to share my screen, and we are going to get going. So here we go, share, and desktop. All right, can everyone see my screen? Yes, hopefully I am going to present. Whoops, come on. Here we go. All right, so how to launch your fitness business. Okay, so you signed up as a coach. You're really excited. You're like, what do I do now? Okay, I don't know why you signed up as a coach. I don't know whether it's because you just wanted to get healthy, you wanted to work on your own fitness, or whether you wanted to earn some side income. I'm not quite sure why you're here, but whatever reason you are here, we are just excited you are. We have a team. Sorry if you can see me moving you guys around a million and one spaces. I just like you guys to be centered. Okay, we are excited that you're here. And everyone runs their business a little bit differently, but there are some basic principles that will really help you as you move forward, because I don't know if you guys have been overwhelmed yet, but it's super easy to be overwhelmed. And we don't want that to happen. We want this to be as easy as possible, because working this business is actually extremely easy. It is work, but it actually should never be hard. And it should never be stressing you out. And so starting off on the right foot is super important. So let's click over. There we go. All right. First things first, what you need to know. The most important job you have is to work on you. So at the core of this business is you. No matter if you have goals to reach diamond, 5-star diamond, elite, be one of the top 10 someday in our business, it's totally attainable. But no matter what, if you lose sight of the core, and that's you, then it's going to be really hard to get there, because we work in an industry where health is the main thing. It's your health and well-being. And you cannot pour from an empty cup, and you can also not take anyone someplace you have not been before. So I always like to start with that, is that you can't lead someone where you have never been. So if you have never started a workout program with Beachbody, then you can't really talk about the workout programs with Beachbody. If you have not had a sip of a shake, then you can't really talk about the shake. If you haven't given it time to work in your body and feel the effects of it or get the benefits, then you can't talk about those. And there's just so much that you can't lead someone to if you haven't been there before. And so first things first is remember that you are the most important part of your job. You are the most important part. And that's actually something that I love, is that I'm a part of an industry that says I need to be the healthiest that I can be, both mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, if that's your thing, all of it. It's centered around you. And if you're healthy, then you can help other people. But if you're not, then you're going to come from a place of just not being healthy. And you're not going to be able to help as many people as possible. So get to know the products, get to know what the workouts are, get to know what the shakes are, get to know, just because you're not going to use every single part of our performance line. I know that I can't have dairy, so I have no idea what, the recover or the recharge is like. Actually, we have a vegan recover now. I don't know those, but I know about them. I understand what they do, and I can offer at least some education to my clients. But just get to know the workouts. Something that I did just when I had like an extra hour, or hide in your bathroom like I'm doing right now for a couple minutes, and just go through and look at just press play on a couple of the workouts. Just see what they are and see what their vibe is, so that you can actually speak to someone about them. And if you have never tried some of the performance line or some of our, we have like focused energy, we have the greens, just learn about them. And I'm going to show you where to learn about them in a little bit. So learn to love the products. Find the ones that fit your life and find your story with them and why you love them. For instance, with me, the shake is something that I thought I would never love. I was anti-shake when I started. I was like, I'm never going to be on Shakeology. First of all, it's too expensive. Second of all, I can get one at the store for the same thing. And I'm a super uber researcher. I mean, I will research the hell out of something before I even touch it. And so I started doing some research. That's just who I am. And then I was like, all right, I'm just going to give it a try. And I instantly fell in love because it did change my energy, my hair, my skin, and it just ended up changing me from the inside out. And that's something that I can speak to. And I also have like my, at the core, like my heart workouts. Like I will try every single workout we have, but there are certain ones and certain trainers that have my heart. And so you need to create that love for the product, because when you have that love, you want to speak about it. I mean, think about like when you buy a pair of jeans, you're like, oh girl, they make my butt look so good. You know, you want to tell your friends like, ooh, try these jeans, or hey, go try this restaurant. It was amazing. Like that's the same thing we're doing here. We're telling people something we love. And then you're going to create your own personal story. And I kind of talked about that a little bit, but you're going to create your own personal story that goes a little bit deeper than wanting to lose 5 or 10 pounds. That goes deeper than, you know, wanting to just clean up your eating. You know, you're going to create a story, because this is so much more than a workout and meal plans. This is life, and it gets messy. I've been coaching, I think almost 3 years now. No, 2.5, almost 3 years. And I would have never guessed that I would have been through the things I have been through with these women on this team. And it has been life-changing. I really never thought that I would actually have a connection with them. I'm like, oh, it's just this online thing, whatever. It's not true. And they've walked me through some crap. So it's creating that personal story, and I can speak to that, and people need that. People actually need connection, and it might seem so superficial to be over social media, but it's not. Because I can easily say some of my best friends were found on social media through this opportunity. So, but you must help yourself before you help others. All right. So use your resources. So this is going to be kind of the longest part of this. So I'm going to share a couple different resources that are your best friends. And this is where, like, if you have time to have like a piece of paper and a pencil, write these down, or just jot, it's actually not that hard to remember these certain things. I'm going to walk you through your Coach Online Office if you haven't seen it yet, which is like everyone has it as a coach. You have a back office, and it runs everything for you. It's fantastic. You have our team page. It's just so much knowledge, okay? Like you need to be on our team page. You need to be listening to, our team calls. You need to be looking at all the resources that are on there, because there's so much there. We have Coach FAQ. Frequently asked questions. So then you have YouTube and Google that are your best friends. Okay, and I'm going to show you kind of what I mean with YouTube, because I used YouTube the first year. I rarely reached out for help. It's just kind of who I am. I'm very independent, and I'm like, I can do this. So I Googled and researched on YouTube almost everything, and you get to the point where there are resources out there that other coaches have made that will make your life a lot easier. So first things first, we're going to work with the Coach Online Office. So give me a second. This is going to be kind of crazy here for a second. Alrighty. All right, so everyone can see, this is your back off. This is the page we all go to get to our workouts, teambeachbody.com. Let me actually try it. There we go. So we have teambeachbody.com, and I've already logged in. It says, welcome, Sharon. Okay, you guys are going to see this when you log in too. This is exactly what you see. There's Shop, Shakeology, Beachbody Challenge. There's a Coach tab. So when you hover over that Coach tab, you're going to see Coach Summit, Coach Office, My Challenge Tracker, Share Cart, and Coach FAQs. Okay, the Coach FAQs are what I told you about. They are frequently asked questions to probably almost every question you have. Okay, they are there, and they are fantastic. So I don't know what you would have a question over. Like maybe you aren't, like for me, I'm not doing the new workout right now. I'm just getting off. I'm almost cleared to jump. I broke my ankle, so I cannot jump yet. I can't go psycho with workouts yet. So I'm not even going to go there and try it because I know it's going to frustrate me. All right, but let's say you are like me and you're not doing that program, but you want to know something about it. I bet you, let's see, what's it called? The Sorry, my Wi-Fi is probably going to be really slow. Because one, I'm in my bathroom. And two, I have a million tabs open. So give me a second. And if it doesn't go, then I'm sorry. Well, anyways, so I'm going to type in the work. It's going to pop up stuff. It's going to give me answers to questions, okay? I'm not going to let it just keep going because I don't want to take too much of your guys' time. All right, so this is your Coach FAQs. There's also other things down here that you guys have probably seen, but you can literally type in everything here. Let's see if it'll actually try. I really want it to go, but it just might not because my, oh, there we go. Here we go. So 6 week of the work, program details, promo codes, challenge pack codes, the launch group, digital street. I mean, there's so much information here. So use your Coach FAQs. Let's X out of that. All right, now I'm going to take you to your Coach. Well, here's your share cart. So anytime you're talking to someone and they're like, yes, I want that link. I want to get started. That's not going to happen instantly, by the way. You're going to have to speak with them a little bit and be a real human being. But when you want to share that link, almost, I think every single one of you signed up with a link that that your coach gave you. And it gave you access to Beachbody On Demand, Shakeology, and whatever like nutrition program you got that from ShareAcart. And FYI, all of this stuff it has an app on your phone. And if you don't know how to just download apps, you should. And you can also, if you go on your phone and you're on like, let's say this right here, you just have to make a shortcut on your home screen. I have a business folder that has all of these at the click on my phone. I work from my phone. I really don't ever touch the computer unless I'm doing a call. So this is ShareAcart. And you're going to do this. It automatically signs you in. And let's say you want to have a new enrollment. Let's say Sally really wants to join your team. And right now it's going to be, we're going to use Josh just because he's in here. Josh is going to get an email. He's going to really appreciate that. That is the father of my children. He's going to love it. All right. So let's say Josh really wants to work out. He wants to beast up. He wants to get, ripped. So he's going to be a customer or a coach, depending on what, you've talked to them about. You have permission. You're going to press go. This is for if you haven't sent a ShareAcart yet, just really quick. You're going to pick what they want, okay? The majority of what I do, obviously, is a challenge pack. It's usually BOD and Shakeology. And then I really am pushing them getting UPF or To Be Mindset as well, so they get nutrition down as well. So you can go to challenge packs. It walks you through the different challenge packs there are. It takes forever because, again, my Wi-Fi. But there's also the nutrition programs here. It's very self-explanatory. You're just going to follow the steps, pick their Shakeology flavor. You're going to send them the link, and then you can copy it and paste it into Facebook or Instagram, wherever you're talking to them. Okay, so that's super easy. It also allows you to see if they push it through yet. You can go to view status, and you can tell if they've pushed it through. You can see the ones that I've just sent that they have not even opened. You can see ones that have viewed it but have not actually, and see this, it's the truth, they've seen it, but they have not purchased. It's going to happen a lot, okay? And these are the people who have actually purchased it, and now I'm like, hey, I got to get them in my group, okay? So it makes your life really, really easy. So that's ShareAcart. And now here's your coach office. This is where you are going to see if you have new customers. There's just so much information here, and I can't go through all of it in the time that we have. But it is literally, you are the CEO of your own business. I'm going to say that right now. You are the CEO. I'm not your CEO. Sue's not your CEO. I don't care what coach signed you up. They're not your boss. You are your boss. So you can work this business how you want to. But for me, being a CEO means that I'm going to check my off. Like, think about when you go to your office. You go to your office, you check your work email, you see what you have to do for the day. That's what this back office is. So when you wake up and whenever you're going to start working, go to your back office. Like, go to the office, okay? Like, check it. See what's going on. It's important. It tells you the success club points, your rank. Then you scroll down here. I can see that I have 5 new customer orders. I'm like, I have no idea what those are. Let me check those and see who's ordered. I'm going to talk to them because sometimes as you rank advance, you get free customers, the ones that sign up just from like infomercials or just online on their own. I have 7 new coaches that have ordered, and I have 3 new coaches in my organization. I need to look and see because if one of these people have signed up or bought something that I actually didn't send a link for, I want to be like, hey, I saw you did that. I would love, do you need any help? I want to reach out to them, okay? So down here is all your actual business alerts. Monitor My Business. That is where you're going to see your earnings and your commission, okay? That's super important. You can see your volume, my customers, subscription orders. There's different things. I really encourage you to take some time and just nerd out on this stuff. Just look at it. If you don't know what it is, just go through it. I mean, some of it's going to be like, that's definitely don't need that right now. And I haven't been through half this stuff, but nerd out on the stuff that you think might be like the qualification stuff. Don't touch that right now. Just because we want you to focus on getting started in your business, but that is something that you're going to understand eventually. Personally sponsored coaches, sponsorship drill down. Sponsorship drill down is what tells you who's in your organization. So like the coaches that you've signed up, I'm clicking on it to see if we can see it. And it's the way I like to look at my team. I don't like to look at any other thing, but it tells you the coaches that you have underneath you and how they're doing. This is something that you want to use once you start signing coaches to recognize them and how they're doing. So Grow My Business is a huge tool for you guys. If you want training and you feel like you don't have training and you want to learn to do something, go here, okay? Because there are challenge group tools. Like if you're like, I don't know what to do in your challenge group, it walks you through how to run one. Product tools and shareable media. There are videos in there you can use for your stories on Instagram, Facebook, everything. It also walks you through. Share a cart. And then there's this tab over here that says training. And this is, because I actually said it was in Grow My Business. It's not. There's a huge training library, and it's gold. All right? There is so much training here, guys. And so when you say, like, I don't know how, my coach hasn't taught me, just understand that you are also a coach that is going to eventually sign other people up, and you're a human being, okay? And you can't be expected to do everything for everybody. And the same goes for the person who signed you up. We're normal. We have children. We have, some of us are working full-time jobs as well, and we're doing this and we're rocking this and we're wanting to make this what we want it, but you also have all the tools that your coach has at their fingertips. They're just going to have to go find that for you. So you can actually do a lot for yourself here. And there are things that we can tell you from being in the business, 2 to 3 years, or more. But there's a lot, all this stuff. This is what we did, and this is what you guys can do. I mean, there's so much training, all right? So that's your coach office. Let me click out of there, get back over here. All right, team page. Okay, so now let's go to Facebook. All right. Okay. Oops. All right. So this is Team Bloom. This is our team page on Facebook, and this is where all of the normal day-to-day life happens. This is where we're going to post team calls. This is where we're going to post, oh, hey, this works for me, this isn't working for me. If you have a question that you can't get a hold of your coach or just want to post it to the team, put it here. I mean, this is where we talk. We always have, like, super easy. It's like a lot of everything that you'll see on our website. Obviously, this right here is how you guys knew about this call. Okay, this is things that we put in there. Sue posts so many things you can use for your Facebooks or in your Instagram stories. Hey, I did a live video the other day that I really want to share with you guys, something that worked for me. Okay, there's just so much here. And then there's also this little file section to the left. All right. And there's so much stuff here. All of our calls are recorded, FYI. If you click here, you can go through and just nerd out on our calls because it's a bunch of training. Planners, welcome fit kit, how to do a power hour, how to Instagram, how to hashtag generate. That is so nice. just all talking scripts. FYI, I use scripts for the first like 6 months of joining as a coach because I had no idea what my voice was yet. I don't use them anymore. I kind of create my own now, but use them. There is nothing wrong with using a script. Just make it your own. But there's a ton of stuff here, so use that. But that's our team page. It's kind of like our hub. And I can now exit of that. All right, and then here is another way that I always do things. I always watch a ton of trainings. Like, you're like, I don't even know how to invite. My inviting sucks. No one's joining. Oh, guess what? You can do inviting as a Beachbody coach. And this one right here, this girl, Ashley Laughlin, is a freaking awesome person to watch. I love her. All these people, Brittany Leggett, this is Haley Christensen, but that's Bonnie Engel, and she's freaking awesome. And Melanie Mitro has been one of our top coaches forever. Anyways, they have great trainings they've already put together on how to invite. And I watch them sometimes when I kind of feel flat. I mean, you can do anything on here, and you'll find 1,000,001 trainings. Some are good, some are not. Because like you'll get stuff like that, and I don't even watch it because it's like, I'm not quitting. I've done this for 3 years. I'm in it for the long haul. So that's how to use YouTube as well. All right, let's get back to presenting. All right, so that's kind of the tools that you have at your fingertips. We also, every Monday, I know this seems like a lot, every single Monday at 8 a.m., it's recorded, we have a national wake-up call, and that is put on by Beachbody Corporate, okay? And they have a top coach or someone who's rocking their business come on and do a training for you. It's at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? And again, it's recorded, so you can get it. They have a podcast that they record all of them that you can get on your podcasts. There is a Facebook page that you can go on. You can click on it and watch it. And we always post it every Monday morning in our team page. So if anything, you'll get the link for it in our team page on Monday. So watch it. If you can't watch it 8 a.m., I can't. That's when I start work. Okay, but you can watch it later on that evening. I usually listen to it. I don't usually watch it when I'm folding laundry or doing the dishes or cooking dinner. It's like, because that's the time I have. I'm a busy mom. You know, when I have the time that I have. We also have Team Call Tuesdays. And so Tuesdays are our day to talk to each other. It's just our team. So we have a Q&A at 5 p.m. where you can ask any questions and you'll get the answers at 5 p.m. Then 5:30, we have our own personal team training where one of the coaches from our team, one of the top coaches on our team, will come on and talk to you about things that are working for them or things that they've just felt like they need to share with the team. It's awesome. And then 6:15 is coffee and coaching, and it's on Tuesday as well. So if you just block off a good like hour and a half on Tuesday nights, if you can, you'll get all of this done. Coffee and coaching at 6:15 is when you can bring on your prospective coaches to listen to a couple of the top coaches on our team. Talk to them over coffee or wine or whatever about coaching. It is super chill, but it's super awesome as well. And it's a great tool for you guys as new coaches. You're like, I want someone to sign up as a coach, but I don't know what to say. Invite them to a coffee and coaching with your team. It's kind of like this, only we can all talk. Right now, you guys are muted because I just need to get through this. So those are all of the resources that you have at your fingertips right now. Okay, the 4 vital behaviors. As a coach, we say that we have 4 vital behaviors. These are non-negotiables for our business, and I agree with them. I have tried really hard to make a couple of these negotiable. It doesn't work. Trust me, I've tried. I was like, I don't need that. Personal development. Who needs personal development? Oh, you do. All right. So number 1, the first vital behavior is to be proof the product works. That's a no doubt. You do your workout, you drink your shake, you're a product of your product. I mean, if you're a makeup consultant and you don't wear makeup, then you're a pretty sucky makeup consultant. That's my own personal thought on that. I would suck. I would really suck at being a skincare person because I don't ever wash my face like I do in the shower. But it's like, who has time for that? I don't know. But if I'm into health and fitness, I need to be showing. You don't have to have a 6-pack abs. You do not have to be tiny. You need to be healthy as you see healthy. That's important because your tribe and the people that are going to be attached to you and actually follow you are going to define health the way you define health. And if you want that six pack and you want to be like beasting it out, that's awesome. And you're going to attract people who also want to get there. But if you're just a mom and you just want to be healthy for your kids, your heart, you want your mind, you don't want to be on medication, that is what we're for. It is doing your workout for your heart health and for your stress, drinking your shake for longevity. Like, that is what we're about. So just be proof that their products actually work. Okay. Number 2 is to share, connect, and invite. So you want to work a business, you're going to have to talk to people, guys. I mean, you got to talk to people. If you don't like people, I don't know what to do. I can't help you with that. All right. You need to talk with them. I'm not asking you to be a salesperson, because if I had to sell something, I wouldn't be here. But you are a conversationalist, and you are learning their story, you're telling your story, learning their story, and seeing, what do I have that could help them? Because we have a solution, and we need to know what their problem is, because we have the solution. I fully believe that we have the solution to probably most problems, because the workouts and eating right and the personal development and everything I get from this team have solved a lot of my problems. And that's how I know we have the solution. But you have to share your journey on social media. You have to start conversations and talk to people. Okay, that's so scary, I know, starting conversations, but it can be as easy as someone liked your post and you message them and be like, hey, thanks for liking my post. I saw you have a dog. What kind is it? Like, it's so stupid, but it's so good. All right. Because they'll talk to you and you just need to get to know them. I don't think it's icky. I think you're getting to know them, because I really do want to get to know that person, because especially once you've been in this for a while, you get thousands and thousands of followers. No, you're not going to have a personal relationship with all of them, but you can get to know them and see what is it that they need. And here's how I can help. All right, you talk to them, you're going to invite them, and you're going to invite them to join your next group. All right, and like I said, you're going to have to talk to them first, because if someone texted or DM'd you and was like, hey, want to join my group? It's this much money. Here's a link. You'd be like, delete. No, because why? They're trying to sell you something. Yes, we do want them to get a challenge pack, but we're not asking them to get anything that we aren't using. We are literally saying, this is what I do. You should get it too. That's how I see it. It's like, I'm not asking them to buy something from me. Yes, I benefit from it. Everybody benefits from everything as a business. You have to think of that. Like, if you had a brick and mortar business, they're coming in, you're making a profit off them. Anywhere you go, they're getting some of your money. It's no different. But somehow we get this weird thing in our mind that online or, and being a part of, a company like this is just icky and weird. It's business. Okay. But we are saying, we have this, you should have it too, because this is what it's done for me. All right. Number 3 is personal development. This is huge. Oh my gosh, this is huge. And people are like, I don't need self-help books. They're not self-help books. They are personal development books, and they are life, because 10 minutes a day can change your life. And if you don't know where to start, oh my gosh, ask just message me, and I have a list that I'll send you depending on what you're going through. There's one right now I'm reading called You Are a Badass, and it is fantastic, and it's life-changing for me, and I'm going to reread it when I'm done. And there's so many that literally just 10 minutes a day will change your life. And they're just things to help you learn your power and your worth, because you're going to have bad days. You already have bad days. Now you're a business owner too. You're going to have more. You're going to have bad days, and you're going to want to quit. And it's right here. This fitness up in your brain is a lot more important, I think, sometimes than any other fitness. Being able to conquer something in your mind, because if you can conquer something in your mind, your body will follow it. And I feel like this right here is just so important, and we just don't think about that. We think about, losing weight. We think about, gaining muscle, but right here is super important. And so that's what personal development is. And then recognition. Recognition just means that you're going to recognize your people that are joining you, or your coaches. It's just giving them a pat on the back and celebrating people, because it means a lot to them. Shouting out a girl that lost her first 5 pounds. It might not seem really important, but it makes them feel good, and then it shows other people that real people are getting results too. So those are our vital behaviors. All right. So Social media. We share our journey on social media, guys. That's what we do. So you are a coach, but that's not all you are. And so we need to share all aspects of our life on social media. I don't know if you can see me moving that around, but it's probably really annoying. So I just kind of took screenshots of a couple coaches on our team and their social media. All right. And what I want you to look at right now is like the first one. Okay, that's mine, obviously. You see pictures of me with drinks in my hand. Well, that's really, I like my drinks. You see me being silly. You see my family. You see my dog. You see me with some women, me eating a cupcake. You see two pictures that look like workout photos or before and afters. So that should tell you something. I am not throwing up fitness and health. I'm not throwing it up on anybody. Because the girl who literally only posts about join my challenge group, lose this weight, here's this photo, here's this, people are like, they know you're selling something. You have that innate like ability to tell when someone's trying to sell something. So do other people. They need to learn why they are going to join you. That you are your business. Why are they going to join you? How can they relate to you? How do you even understand what they're going through? And they need to see, it's like your Instagram or your Facebook, that's your storefront, and they're window shopping. Okay, this is what I do when I look and see if I want to follow someone. I scroll through. I don't even read anything. I'm like, nope, not going to follow them. Unfollow, or, that's what they do. So you need to be a person that they feel like, I would want to be friends with them. I want to get to know them. We see Megan here, the same thing. You see food, you see a couple things of her working out, you see her dog, her kids. She shares her life. And each of these posts, you can go and you can stalk us. We're telling a story. We're not just like drinking my shake. I'll get to that in a second. I won't go ahead of myself. And then you see Sue. Oh my gosh, Duke. Duke literally sells Beachbody for Sue. Let's just be real. Like he does it for her. All right. And so it's just, you need to realize that you have a brand. And I always say pick 5 things that make you you. So at the time that I was doing this, obviously health and fitness is one. That's going to be one part of me. My children are my world. I love my dog. It is like a second child. I love to drink and have a good time with my friends. That's always going to be in my, there is a top coach, guys, who is straight up, I swear, an alcoholic. No, in the world's best way. Like she's not. She's actually pregnant now. But drinking is like one of the things that is her. Like if you go to hers, I mean, it's all drinking. I mean, if that's who you are, be who you are. That's what I'm saying. If you're about horses, be horses. If you go out and you party with your girlfriends, that's part of your story. I mean, if you're a stay-at-home mom, then your kid and the life around being a stay-at-home mom, that's your brand. Everyone has a different brand, and your brand is going to attract your tribe. So just figure out who you are and the things that make you you, because that's what they want to see. And I always say pick around 5 things and consistently post about those 5 things. So for me, it's my kids. If it's a smart aleck thing, I know that there are like you see Sue's over here. She posts some really cool what are they called, quotes every now and then, and some of them are really funny, and some of them are just about momhood, and some of them are just really motivational. So figure out who you are, and that's what we do on social media. All right, this is what to do. So I just told you what to do. This is what not to do. And I got these from permission from these girls, because we all start somewhere. And I've gone back and looked at my posts from the beginning, and it's so bad. So this is the first one you see is a bag of Shakeology. She posted this. She posted a picture of her bag of Shakeology, and she said, "Woohoo! Our Shakeology came in today. So excited to try it." Well, if you're scrolling Facebook, you're like, "Oh, she's selling a shake," and you just go past. And that's what she said. She wasn't telling a story. It's not personal. It's not scroll stopping, and it screams sales, and there's no story. And then the other one just did a thing called "Get Your Shift Together," and it's like, that's a cute little quote, but that is literally a program that we launched a long time ago. And she even said, that they're doing a program, and it's "Get Your Shift Together." Okay, well, that's something that's not personalized and kind of salesy. So you can be a coach that's salesy, or you can go to the next one right here, where she's still talking about her shake, and the other girl, this is her, she's still talking about her workouts. But I would actually look at these posts because first of all, that's a really cute shake. And I wasn't a shake person, but guess what? She did that. A shake for breakfast? Heck no. And she starts talking about what it's done for her. And they're going to look at that and be like, daily headaches gone, no more cravings for sweet, better energy and digestion. I need that in my life. And they might be curious. And then this one of Britt over here that talks about goals requiring her to stretch. And it talks about fitness goals and all kinds of stuff. And it says, do it with me. That is awesome because first of all, that's an awesome photo. And people are going to be like, heck yeah. And they're going to be inspired by that, okay? And that's what we want. We want to inspire them. We want to be personalized. We want to connect. When we speak about what we do, I want to hit a pain point for someone because I've had a pain point that brought me to where I am, and I want to find theirs to bring them where they need to be or bring them to their future self. And you want to share your story and inspire emotion, okay? That's the don'ts of the business. They're really small. The don'ts of the business are really small. It's just don't be salesy. So your first invites, and this is a lot, and I'm probably not going to actually touch on all of this because I think you can read through it if you want to, but you are a conversation starter. Your job is to have conversations and care. You need to actually care beyond you getting a paycheck. Okay, so when I have someone text me and they're like, oh, I just feel sloppy. And I'm like, why do you feel sloppy? And they'll be like, oh, I'm just not where I want to be. I hate my body. And it's like, well, and so the first thing I do is be like, girl, first things first, that is your body. It is strong and it has gotten you where you are in your life today. You need to love yourself where you're at. The first thing I'm going to do is make them feel better about themselves. And it's like, you want to lose some extra weight? That's great. I can help you do that. But we need to conquer your vision of yourself first. Okay, so you're going to start a conversation and actually care about them. You don't only reach out to people to sell, you reach out to get to know them. So many of my sales have come from people who I have been talking to for a year. No, I don't talk to them every single day, but I reach out to them or I see they like my post again. And I've invited them probably 3 or 4 times. And I just say, hey, how are the kids? You know, because you just want them to know that you're there and not just that they aren't a number to you. Be brief, be excited, and end every message with a question. This is huge. If you're starting a conversation with someone, you want to ask them a question. Because you could easily be like, hey, I would love to have you join my group. Here's a link. And there's no question, like why I would ignore that probably. But if you ask them a question at the end, it doesn't matter what. People love talking about themselves. And if you ask them a question about themselves, they're going to answer, okay? Like 90% of the time, they answer a question. Use scripts when you're starting. If you don't want to, that's fine. If it seems icky to you, that's fine. I did it and it saved me. And over time, I was like, this is how I actually want to say it. And now I have my own way of saying scripts and I have it saved on the notes of my phone. I have so much on the notes of my phone, ladies. I mean, the notes of my phone, all my links, well, you can't see this, but I have all my links to send people that I've sent people over the years. I have dog hair everywhere. But yeah, this package options, I've written down the explanation of the package options that we have so I can just copy and paste. Because let's just face it, I usually talk to people on my 30-minute lunch break when I'm on the toilet or when I'm waiting for my kid to get out of soccer or school or something like that. I don't have an hour to carve out all the time. Right now I'm locked in my bathroom. My kids are with their dad. So I have time. They're actually downstairs playing video games. But it's like I have an hour right now to talk to you guys. But you don't have that much time when you have kids or you're busy or you're working. So help yourself out. Notes save your life. And scripts save your life. Don't be afraid of the cost. I know I was when I first started, but the fact of the matter is you need to see the value in what we have. $160 is our base package. You get a whole year to an elite gym, plus meal plans, plus a shake, plus community. To me, I'm like, that's $8 a month for all of that. You walk into a gym, you're spending like $30 or more a month for a gym, and you just have equipment. If you want a personal trainer, you got to pay for more. Oh, well, guess what? We already have personal trainers that have programs. Plus, we have nutritionists and dietitians that have recipes, and we have community. It's literally mind-blowing how cheap this is. So don't be afraid of it. Don't send the link right away. Get to know them. Don't show up and throw up. Just don't do it. Don't be the expert. Be like, hey, talk about the shake. Be like, well, and you start talking about all this stuff that you know about it. Use a third-party tool, a video, a link to something. Just don't be the expert, because we aren't. You could be doing this for 20 years and not be an expert. Follow up forever. If they say no or they ghost you, it's going to happen. Keep following up with them every single month. Be like, hey girl, just checking in with you. How's the family? I don't know if you knew, but we have a new group launching in November, and I would love for you to be a part of it. What do you think? Oh, notice how I said, what do you think? It's a question. What are they thinking? Be like, or just, that always follow up. Every single month I follow up with everyone that didn't respond to me or that said no last month. At first, you're going to invite to your warm market, which are your family and friends. My mom, my brothers, actually not my brothers because they're just annoying, but my mom has been on Shakeology since I was, and she got off her blood pressure meds, her cholesterol meds, and she's not pre-diabetic anymore. And so that's a win to me. I care about my mom. I want her to live a long time for my kids. And so, of course, I'm going to talk to my mom. But over time, you're going to learn to network and reach out. And now I don't talk to anyone that I actually know. Most of them are people that have found me online. They want to follow me because they love my dog, or they think I'm hilarious because I'm a smart ass and I talk about my pain like it's just something funny. I don't know why they follow me, but they do. And I end up talking to them. I don't even know who they are. And invites are going to come from your posts and you messaging people from those posts. So when you post and you invite, you need to follow up with who likes and who comments. Even if they just like it, just send them a message, because that's where all my invites come from, are the people who just like something. All right. Otherwise, you wouldn't be inviting anybody. All right. So what now? Go through training. Go through the coach training on our team page. Ask your coach, like, what training, but you don't even have to ask because I showed you all of it. If you get through all of that training, ask one of us, be like, what's some more training that would be great? I'm sure we could send you in the right direction. Commit to a program. If you haven't committed to a program already, just commit to one. 21-day fix. It's easy. Just commit to it. It's not easy, but it's the easiest one to say, hey, start there. I start T25 tomorrow. It's an oldie but a goodie, and I know I can do it with my ankle. Drink your shake daily so that you can start getting it to work in your body and actually have like a story about it. And start personal development. Girl Wash Your Face is a great first personal development book. You Are a Badass is amazing. I highly recommend it. Sue has a million different ones. I have some up, that I will always keep. I do Audible. I can't read a book. I mean, right now, someday, when I only am a coach, I will be sitting down on my couch with coffee, drinking, or actually reading a book. That is a goal of mine. It's on my bucket list. Okay, it's really sad, but it's on my bucket list. Begin sharing your journey and inviting people. Don't wait till you feel ready or that you're done with training. It's just that you are going to make a post. And I write assignment time there because I want all of you to, and this was from last time, sorry I didn't delete that, but if you haven't made a post yet about something, I want you to do it. I want you to think in your head about something painful or just something meaningful and draft a post to invite people to our November group. So let's just say you haven't started a program yet. You don't have a before and after thing, and you're like, well, how do I do this? Well, let me think, top of my head. This is something that I would say. Be like, putting myself on the back burner has not helped me at all. I thought that not working out and because I thought that having no time to work out and not meal prep planning would alleviate some stress in my life because I have too much going on. It actually did the opposite. So it's time to pull up my big girl britches and recommit to myself. Do you want to recommit with me? That could be a post. I haven't started a workout. I'm just getting back into eating well, but I'm still inviting them to do it with me. So think about something like that and just put a photo of yourself, and just make a post to invite them to do it with you. That's an easy post, but I am going to say I highly encourage you don't post tonight. Well, maybe. I mean, it's almost 6. Post tomorrow. But post something to ask them to join you in your next group. And you don't have to lay out what it is. make them curious. Be like, do you want to join me and make yourself a priority in the last 2 months of this year? And then you're going to message everyone that likes it the next day. Not right then, just chill, walk away. And the next day, you're going to look at all the people who liked it, write down their names, and send them a message. And if you don't know what to talk, just be normal. Be like, hey, I saw you liked my message. Would you like to do November with me? That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be super, like, inspirational. And don't get overwhelmed. It's just one conversation after another. That's all it is. And one goal at a time. Okay? That is it. That is all. Now, I will say something right now because let me stop sharing with you guys. Hold on. Give me a moment. That this was a new I can't figure out what I'm doing. Oh, here we go. Stop share. All right.